Reindeer games.
Isn't that the one where they all dress up like Elvis and they go during Christmas time? They go in the casino and shit gets wild.
Is that with
machine guns and shit?
Ben Affleck.
Is Ben Affleck in it?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Well,
are you not thinking of the
you're
town?
honestly fucking missing.
No,
no.
he's in it.
Games.
I think. Yeah.
It's so good. After you watch Division III football's finest, watch Reindeer Games and get cultured.
Reindeer. That sounds like a great movie. I love Vegas. I love like heist movies. I can't believe I haven't seen that.
Welcome to Gas Station Cappuccino by Caffeine and Kilos. I'm Danny. This is Dean.
This is Dean.
And this is episode 1. Some people would say the pilot episode. But I just say episode 1.
It's equipment. It's a glorified equipment test.
No, this is good. We got some quality stuff. Quality stuff going on. So, Caffeine and Kilos, caffeineandkilos.com, but the podcast called the Gas Station Cappuccino. And that's actually Dean's idea. Dean, why Gas Station Cappuccino?
Well, it's funny because...
oh, wait, hold on. Roll the intro music. All right, go.
So the name Gas Station Cappuccino kind of came from like... we never really take ourselves too seriously. Mm-hmm. And let alone like there's a lot of serious, informative podcasts out there. And we'll have a little bit of that, but that's not really what we're necessarily wanting to do here all the time.
We're not trying to educate anybody.
Exactly. We're just here to have fun and just talk and talk about things we're interested in or things going on right now in the industry or in the sports that we compete in or kind of follow or support a lot. So it's always kind of like the reference is, you can go get a cappuccino at a gas station. It's going to do the job.
It's going to work.
Is it going to be the best cappuccino you've ever had?
Mm-mm.
Probably not.
It's like our show.
But it's exactly.
It's not very good.
Exactly what you're going to get.
But it's better than nothing.
Absolutely.
You could always just roll the windows down and just hear while driving, right?
Or you can listen to this.
Put on this load of shit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of where the whole name came from. Kind of making fun of ourselves because you know what? Once you start taking yourself too seriously, like life's gonna be rough.
Someone was asking me the other day about caffeine and kilos, and I just said, look, man, like there's a lot going on there, but when it really comes down to it, I think Dean said it best one time, which is straight up like, look, man, we're just a couple bros that like lifting weights and drinking coffee.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. Everything else is just icing on the cake.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So there we go. Gas Station Cappuccino. Is it good? No. But you know what? Better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
And let me tell you this: you get a Gas Station Cappuccino, go ahead and hit a splash that high voltage in the top. Top it off with the high voltage.
Yeah. Well, you press the button on the big brown machine. You press the cappuccino one.
Right.
What are your options? Mocha, cappuccino.
Right.
White glorified piss water.
Piss water is on. That's an option.
Yeah. So.
Or those come in the little shots you add afterwards.
Yeah, what were those called?
Remember they got the little flavor? Oh, the Stokes?
The Stoke shots.
We still got a thing full of... No, I'm talking about the... sometimes there's the flavor ones. Like you do the mocha, whatever, then there's like little hazelnut. And those, like the...
Mint,
like the little syrup packets. Like, man, fuck, there's only some way I could get some more corn syrup up in my body.
Yes.
And so... just pop them in.
Spice it up.
Spice it up.
And then you walk over to the high voltage machine.
Oh.
Which is like, 400 milligram... Robusta beans.
Yeah.
Just basically flavored caffeine.
You
liquid.
know what I'm gonna do, and now I'm inspired. Is I'm gonna go next time I go to a gas station. I'm gonna go to the cappuccino machine. I'm gonna make a suicide.
Give them all of them. You got to pay for each one of those individually. I'm aware.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna grab a big gulp.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mix them all together.
When someone grabs 2 candy bars, do you explain to them they have to pay for both of those?
No, you can't.
No, that's right. Just ring it up, Flo.
Bring it up. Don't ask questions.
Yeah. Hey, can you do me a favor, Susie, and just tell me the total?
Yeah. How about you press change? Press your change button. Let's get this going.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't judge me.
And then when she said, "Okay, it's going to be $15.99." What? It's only 1 cup.
Well, you know what? You can't put a price on a good ride.
That would be a wild ride.
That'd be a wild
suicide.
Ride. Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's film it.
Yeah, we should do it.
No, go to gas station, go suicide.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do one.
Oh man. All right, so we're just starting, and this weekend today's the last day of the 2017 Weightlifting World Championships.
Yep.
So,
IWF Anaheim, 2017.
You know, we don't want to spend a lot of time on it because maybe not everybody's into weightlifting, and maybe some people are into weightlifting and don't give a shit about Worlds. But we care, so we're going to talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Dean, initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts is like I thought we did great. You know, I mean, obviously we have two podium male and female. It was Matty Rogers and Harrison.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you know, like that's huge for us. I was really impressed with West Kiss performance, obviously. American record snatch, 210 clean and jerk.
210 clean and jerk.
Looked like Ian had a little bit of a rough showing.
God, it's fun to watch him lift.
But no matter what, yeah, it's always entertaining to watch him lift.
He just attacks the bar.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for the weights.
Yeah. He definitely gets those bars bending off the floor.
Holy smokes, man.
You know, it was...
I've never had feelings for an inanimate object like I do for the weights when he pulls on it.
Yeah, pretty funny.
They just never saw it coming.
Yeah, no.
Just hanging out. You know what I mean? Just sitting there being rubber and steel and shit. Next thing you know, boom! Wilson's bringing it.
Dude, bringing it. But yeah, it looked like, you know, it might have been rushed on that second snatch from what I seen. It looked like he necessarily like wasn't ready. The kind of the number game always gets kind of weird back there. So
well, that's something people don't understand is the reason why lifting and training and meets is so different. There's 100 reasons why it's different. It feels different. Yeah. But one thing that people don't know or don't talk about is in the back room, there's actually a lot going on. People don't understand that. Like you're warming up in back, but it's not just like you run it out there. The coaches, there's a little coaching game, a little mind game in back. And I've actually thought about that as far as does that really display? Okay, one thing that's so great about weightlifting is it's very pure, meaning, or in theory, it's supposed to be very pure, meaning you lift more weight, you win. Mm-hmm. That's the goal. The goal is to find who lifted more. Mm-hmm. You can get into press outs and all that shit, and really pressing it out is actually harder. But you could get into that. But, you know, 99% of the time, a made lift is a made lift, and a missed lift is a missed lift. And the 1%, whatever, you should have just done a better job. Should have been better at the craft. And I've got collar and press outs. I totally get that. But the thing is that, so with the coaching,
get one.
Exactly. With the coaching and back, as far as, you know, declaring and then changing last minute, or maybe you bump just to put someone on the clock, you can take away someone's 2-minute clock. Like say you're snatching 140, and I'm also listed at 140. Mm-hmm. You miss 140. Well, I just bump to one, and so then I'm called. As soon as they call me, I bump to 141. Mm-hmm. You are then back on the clock, and you're just on the 1-minute turnaround. You don't get a 2-minute clock. So then you got to turn around, go back out there. It's unexpected, you know.
Oh yeah,
so
you're just off a full maximum effort attempt, and you got to go right back out.
Right back out there, right? And so there's stuff like that. A lot of people, I think, just don't. If you've never been in the back room, or if you've never been in the back room of a big enough meet, say a national level meet, because local, you don't see that. Local, it's the opposite. Everyone's helping each other out.
For the most part.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's been times for us, teammate Scott Hisaka actually got the downside of this. But one time I missed 2 attempts, went up for my third. Anyway, they moved Scott's attempt just to give me more break. Like he actually took a lighter weight than he wanted to, and then took a bigger jump on his last one. But point was that, you know, it's kind of, you might move around to help each other out at a local meet, nationals.
And also at a local meet, something like that happens. You know, it might be time to clean the platform. Get the broom out.
I think there's some blood on the bar.
Yeah, let's go check that. Let's clean the the platform. Let's brush it down. Let's scrape that chalk off the bar. Yeah. You know, take the time.
So yeah, you got rushed back out there, and so there's that whole thing, and so there's that. One thing, Harrison Morris, you mentioned, third place, bronze as a man.
Unbelievable.
Matty Rogers,
junior lifter,
also very good.
Junior lifter, not youth anymore.
Youth lifter, 17 years old.
You're right. Yeah,
17 years old, competing against grown men. So if you don't know, you're a youth lifter until you're 18, or the year in which you turn 18, and then you're a junior lifter until the year in which you turn 21, and then you're a senior lifter, an adult. And so Harrison is 17, so he's a youth lifter, and he has the youth world record clean and jerk. All right, so nobody in the history of the world, in the history of weightlifting, has ever clean and jerked the same as he has as a youth under the age of 18.
And he's from the U.S.
And he's from the U.S. And anyway, he broke his own record Clean and jerk even more.
Was that from nationals?
His world record, it must have been from an international meet.
Oh, so Pan Ams?
Yeah, it must have been, Pan Ams. But here's the thing, could have been youth, junior, whatever. I'm not sure exactly when he said it.
Yeah.
I do not recall. I don't recall.
Never checked that.
But it was his own record, broke it, and ended up also set a youth national record snatch, 155.
Yeah.
And
I saw him do double 150, leading up and training.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, man, he's
incredible.
at least due for 55.
And here's the thing, it's not just that he's a 17-year-old kid, but he's a 77-kilo lifter. The guy weighs 175 pounds.
No, 169 pounds.
I don't know, I can't do the math. Is it really 169 and 77?
169.
No shit.
Yeah.
So the kid weighs 170 pounds,
Yep.
17 years old,
Yep.
and got third place in the world against adults.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I am a piece of shit. What have I done in my life?
What this shows you, there's just, some people got it.
There is nothing I have ever done in my life that is that impressive.
Well, few have. It's a very, very small percentage.
I feel better now.
Yeah, you should. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Now, one more little thing about that is Harrison. So there's also C.J. Cummings, who is the kind of the phenom he's referred to as, right? That type of thing. Really good. He also has the youth world record in the clean and jerk. He's a weight class lighter, 69 kilos, which is how many pounds?
That is 100 what is it? 100.
We can pull up
145, 147?
No, I think it's more. I think it's like 160.
Is it that?
158. 158. We can pull out our caffeine in kilos app.
For some reason I thought it was lower than that.
Yeah. So, we could do it real quick. 69, 6.9 times 2. What is it?
Aaron? What's 69?
I thought 69 times 2.2.
151.
150, 150, you're way off.
Yeah, I was like 6 pounds.
The kid weighs 151 pounds, and he has the youth world record clean and jerks north of 180 kilos, 400 pounds, clean and jerks over 400 pounds. And so anyway, he broke the youth, actually broke the senior, junior, and youth American record snatch, and then went out for clean and jerk, which is his bread and butter lift, bombed out, missed 3 jerks in a row at like 183 or something like that, which he's done much more.
And they were
Squat jerks.
Squat jerks. I was surprised to see the squat jerk.
So me too, and so
maybe
obviously
maybe I haven't been following him as closely as I thought I was.
Yeah,
because I'm used to seeing a split jerk from him. But
absolutely, and this is the first time he squat jerked in competition, at least on a national or international stage. And I think he's going to catch a lot of shit, or people are going to talk shit about that. Why would you change that at this big of a meet, right? He had a chance to win, to actually win, not just medal, but win. Incredible, and especially considering Harrison was the first male to medal in 20 years for the U.S. Yeah. And so he had a chance to win this thing, but missed those jerks. So people might say, why would you make that change? Well, I actually have a theory, and this is just purely my own theory.
Full-blown theory speculation.
Make things up.
There's no, no facts here.
Okay, so let me get this fact out. So I think he has an injury. I think that it's possible that maybe he has like a strained hip flexor. I know that I have. Then some people would say, well, how is that possible if he broke the snatch record, all this thing, right? But I know that you don't feel it there. I've actually pulled a hip flexor, my back leg, and the jerk, and I could not split jerk. Hurt to split. I could snatch, I could clean, I could power jerk, push jerk, squat jerk even, but could not split jerk. So maybe he's coming off of something and has been doing those in training. And so it's kind of like, if that's all he's been doing in training, even if maybe it feels a little better, do you want to then go back to the split jerk, a week or two before Worlds? That might be possible. Or maybe we're way off base. He just, in training, has been squat jerking more than a split, and so is just going for it. But it kind of looked like he wasn't as comfortable as I would like, as anyone would like.
No, it just looked like it was off. It just didn't look like it would never really had a solid chance.
Wasn't stable. Yeah, it kind of looked like it wasn't comfortable with it. So who knows exactly what's going on there, but it's definitely from.
But he still, he still did great, and he went out there and he fought for a chance to win it. So.
Absolutely, and what it does, it gives everybody who said it's kind of some people have said that they think Harrison Morris is the future of USA weightlifting. He's got a better chance than anybody. And I always thought I said it a few times myself. I didn't know if I really ever believed it. I just said it because you go for the underdog, can't lose. Like if you're comparing CJ to Harrison, you always pick the guy who's done just a hair less, because then it's like if CJ ends up winning first and Harrison gets third, you go, well, I mean, yeah, CJ did better. I mean, for like a CJ Cummings.
Yeah, what do you expect? But I will give you the benefit of the doubt that you did say it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Before anything major happened, even any kind of meets or any kind of records. So I do remember that. I remember about 2015. They might have been the American Opens 2015, around that time when
Harrison was just kind of getting on the scene.
That's kind of was just getting on the scene because I lifted with him in the 77s.
Yeah.
Oh no! I lifted as an 85 that meet, but he was there. He lifted at the same time. That's the first time I ever saw him. I was like, oh crap!
First time I ever saw CJ Cummings, he was 13 years old at the American Open in Palm Springs.
That's
13 years old lifting against grown men.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that's kind of our little take on Worlds. Today is the last day. Sarah Robles lifts, and so that's exciting. 105.
Was it B and A and B?
For the men.
I think is there only an A section?
I think only the A, and then for the women as well, it's now the 90 plus, not 75 plus, but 90 plus because the new 90 kilo weight class, which may be leaving us just as soon as it came.
Yeah, and we might see the 94s go.
Might see the 94s go. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? You think 94s? 94 is a competitive.
I know.
It's hard to say.
It's just hard to say. Everybody is kind of in between 94s or I mean, I've heard people say 56, but I don't know if that really would do anything because not that many people do it.
That's why they should bang it out.
That's the most of the opinion.
Yeah. Well, chalk me in that group.
Then there's also like, okay, well, look at the 94 to 105 to 85. It's all pretty close. You feel like if you're going to be an 85, you should probably just be. If you're not going to be an 85, maybe you should just be a 105, and then add a higher.
As someone who weighs like 92 kilos, I totally disagree.
Well, I mean,
but that's my personal bias going into it.
That would suck for me because all those 94s would then move down to either 85 if they didn't want to beef up to 105, and I'd be totally screwed.
If you're a grown man, you weigh 205. It's kind of tough cutting down to 185. Like that's a weird because it's a height thing. You normally
that's true too. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Valid. It's not a size, a height thing. Now, or get rid of 105, 94 and make like a 100. Something like that. Maybe there's something
220.
there. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's been a thing before. So there we go. Those of you that don't care about weightlifting but made it through that, congratulations.
Yeah. Or now you can wake up.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get that car back on the road.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Good thing those bumps on the side have been keeping them awake.
Yeah. Or the center divider ones,
Yes. Yeah. Just scraping it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now what time of year is it?
It is Christmas time. If you celebrate Christmas.
I have a 4-year-old. She told me yesterday she had a good day. Went to breakfast with Santa, and she said afterwards, "Man, Christmas is my favorite. Christmas time is my favorite week." Yeah, excitement never ends.
Yeah. It's the longest week ever.
Yeah. Oh, one more little thing. Not that one. No one likes to hear about other people's kids all the time, but it was pretty funny as we're going through picking out our clothes last night. And, what about this one? It kind of is a Christmas theme, whatever, like dresses. She goes, I ask mom. You ask mom to buy me a dress that has baby Jesus on it. Because Christmas isn't really all about Santa and presents.
She said that?
That's right. So it's a baby Jesus dress.
Well, Jess said, it.
Like here's a loincloth, Merry Christmas, Or, no, I think she means a dress that has a picture of baby Jesus on it.
I think you need to find that one sweater from Target I see every year that it's a picture of Jesus, and it's got like candles and stuff, and it says birthday boy.
Yeah, that's
my favorite sweater of all time.
Yeah, and she can just wear it as a dress. You know, perfect.
Or just take it to the dry cleaner, have them make it into a kid's version.
Yeah.
You make this to my child.
She's 4. So as part of that, we were coming out with the holiday blend.
Our first time doing this also. We've been talking about this for a little while, and we actually, so let's do it.
So it was kind of funny. We contact our roaster. We say, hey, man, we want to make a holiday blend. We don't even know exactly what that looks like. Can you help us out? So we went in for a tasting, and the coffee tasting, let me tell you something. It is an entire experience. If you have never been to like a coffee tasting, it's like going wine tasting but less boozy and more caffeine-y.
Well, instead of lowing it, you're high in it.
We were fired up. We got so fired up because we tasted like 8, 10 different ones.
At least.
We got so pumped. On the drive home, we stopped, got some Tijuana Mamas.
Yeah. If you haven't had a Tijuana Mama, it is a fermented vinegar sausage in a plastic bag. It's bright red.
If you haven't had a Tijuana Mama,
that you can't see.
If you haven't had Tijuana Mama, then you just you can't even begin to understand what internal conflict really is.
IBS is
a digestive nightmare.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, went to the gym, worked out afterwards, had a killer workout. Then you and Aaron both sent text out, dude, I crushed it at the gym tonight. That's what happens when you put in 1,000 milligrams of caffeine and Tijuana Mama into your and 1,000 milligrams of caffeine and 10,000 milligrams of sodium. You're ready to rock.
Yeah.
Also ready for your for a heart attack, but
it's a recipe for
PRs
and
recipe for PRs.
Regular heartbeats.
Yeah. So during that, he had some different flavor in the coffee. So you taste it and you taste for notes in it, just like in wine. You're like, oh, this tastes whatever kind of.
Mm-hmm. It all comes down to the origin.
Or fruity. So the same thing with the fruit. So origin, and then they mix them together, and sometimes different origin beans have different react. Also the roast, how dark the roast is, and then sometimes they react. And so for the holiday blend, it has some notes of what was kind of in there.
It's got kind of like a cinnamon, some first off the origin.
A little piney.
Yeah, the little pininess to it. It's also a Mexican origin. Mexican and what else was it? Mexican.
Sumatra.
Sumatra Mexican.
Well, Sumatra. I remember the Mexican because I remember when we first opened the bag. You're like, ah!
Pistolas busting off.
Yeah, like the Three Amigos. Like the movie The Three Amigos.
Yeah,
it was kind of like that, but just out of a little bag.
No, yeah. So no, it's actually it's very good. It's got a very earthy, little almost like spiciness to it.
Like an earthy, spicy.
Like earthy, spicy cinnamon. It's
cinnamon or almost like it's like a nutmeg kind of, or like a cardamom, but definitely a cinnamon. I really remember the cinnamon and a little piney kind of sticking out.
Yeah, but that sounds like a lot. But when you buy one and you try it, you'll understand.
And
it really it feels like Christmas morning.
And it tastes like
every sip feels like Christmas morning.
It smells like it.
It's the best week ever.
Best week ever. That's it. Christmas time, best week ever.
It tastes like the best week ever.
Speaking of Christmas, best week ever. So I've never put up lights on the house. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do it. Justin asked me to. We
put lights up on the table.
We put lights
for
on the table.
For our YouTube viewers.
We've done more on this table than I did in 13 years of marriage. So Jess always asked me to put lights up. I'm like, we don't have kids. I'm putting lights up. And then now we have kids, but she'd be like, hey, now we have a kid. I go, yeah, she's 2. She doesn't fucking know. You know what I mean? What are we putting lights up for? Well, so then this year...
Well, I don't know. Maddie's a very smart 2-year-old.
Well, that you don't know her that well.
Well, I get her in micro doses, so she seems brilliant.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, she also told me she wants to dress the baby Jesus on it. So, anyway, and Christmas is her favorite week. So she asked me, she really wanted lights on and the whole thing. All right, okay, we'll do this. So I go to the store. Well, first my neighbor, our houses are kind of painted the same colors. So they put these lights up and they look good. So I figured we'll get the same kind of lights. Makes sense. They're right there. There's your classic white,
let's just completely
bulbs.
copy Bill and Joanne's.
Yeah, Mike and Jenna, We'll just copy their whole setup. And it was funny. They actually said, like, oh, you should kind of get the same ones. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. So I go to the store.
Thanks.
Thanks. Hey, you want me to get the same ones? Why don't you fucking put them up? You know what I mean? How about you put them up yourself? How about you shut up?
How about you shut up, Mike?
How about you shut up? Hey, Mike.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, on it. That's all. So I go to the Target, and I get the lights, and they're just like big bulbs, white, pretty plain.
C9s or C6?
Hell if I know.
Yeah.
So anyway, about this big.
That's C9.
C9. Are these the C6?
No, those are like I don't even know what they call
C2?
those. Yeah. C9s
C4?
are pretty large. Are they the round ones or are they like the tipped?
Tipped.
Are they the clear tipped or are they like the
clear
test cut?
Clear tipped.
Clear tipped.
I think. Clear tipped. So I get the lights, get them, and I actually, one thing I'm proud of, dead on the guess. So I was looking at the roof line. This is how I measure it. 12, 24, 36. Kind of walked around the house like that. Ended up getting exact amount.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty good. I had 2 feet extra, so I just kind of a little bang-a-rang, and it was fine.
Wow,
But,
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So, go to get them, though. I grab them, put them up. Hell yeah, I'm all fired up. Nighttime comes around, light them up, and they're just not kind of as impressive as I thought they were. I look over at my neighbor Mike's house, and his are bright. I look at ours, it's not as bright. Kind of like, almost like more dim. What the hell's going on, right? And so I'm telling, so he comes out a little bit later, taking the garbage out. Hey, Mike, what's up? Hey, man, your lights, I thought I got the same ones. Yours look so much brighter. Oh, did you get the LEDs? I go,
oh, I see what you got there. You got the halogens.
I got the, you got the LEDs, huh?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, actually, I did get the LED. You know what? I didn't even think about it. Like, I'm new to this. I just bought the lights. They're the same size. They're clear. It's thought it was the same. I didn't know there was a difference. He goes, yeah. See the incandescent, whatever, lights up more. The LED just kind of like a spotlight rather than, lights up the whole bulb. I said, oh shit, yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, so you got the LED.
I got the LEDs and I was bright. Because it's just like a single beam, not like, whereas an old school light bulb, the whole bulb lights up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I goes, oh shit, I didn't even notice that. And he goes, well, you know what though? I bet those things are going to last forever. And plus, like, energy usage.
So then he started patronizing you.
Well, he goes, well, think about the energy, dude. Like, you're not, like, you're hardly
this
using
guy's a real piece of work.
And you know what I said? I go, Mike. We're putting lights on the outside of our house. Energy efficiency does not come into the equation.
No.
That has nothing to do with...
I love the patronizing effort, though.
Yeah.
You know what? At least you're doing better for the environment.
Energy
saving.
Saving energy.
You know what? Save it, Mike.
Yeah, save. Nobody in the history of the world has said, oh, you know what? These lights I'm going to put on the outside of the house. When I'm busy contributing to light pollution, I'm going to make sure to keep that PG&E bill.
Is it called light pollution?
Light pollution's a real thing. You know how, like, you're in the woods?
Did I say pollution? I meant pollution.
Pollution. Same. Potato, except totally different.
Apples, spaghetti.
Apple spaghetti. A real word, a fake one, So, apple spaghetti. Like, you go out in the forest or away from town, you see all the stars, but then in town you can't. Mm-hmm. That's because light pollution. There's all the light.
Oh, okay,
light pollution. So, yeah, can 100% contribute to light pollution, but let's keep that PG&E bill down, right?
Yeah.
Totally ridiculous thing.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't hurt my pockets.
Yeah.
All, environmental awareness is out the window. Unless it physically or financially hurts me.
So let this be a lesson to everybody else. You go to get the Christmas lights. Right. Fuck the environment. You're putting lights on the outside of your house. What are you doing?
And no one's gonna know their LED. They're just gonna be like, oh, those ones aren't as bright. Those suck.
They just look dim. It just looks lame.
Yeah.
And
then you just look like that asshole who thinks he's doing something good, but at the end of the day, your house just looks like shit compared to everybody else.
It just doesn't look as good. Exactly. But my wife, she's just like, oh yeah, it looks good still. She's just happy I did it for once.
Did you leave them?
Oh yeah, I left them up.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I do not like ladders. I do not. And
I got a high roof.
No, I'm not going back up.
After I just ripped apart the LED and how shitty it looks.
Yeah, I'm leaving them on.
Oh, you think I'm changing those?
No, I'm changing those. Next year. Well, yeah, next year I'll probably get different ones.
Probably not.
No, probably the same ones.
After you spend 45 minutes unraveling them out of the ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. So that's my happy holidays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I went to go do mine 2 nights ago, and then I realized that I needed to have the other end. I actually did like one side, and I realized I had the wrong end on that side, so I would have had to have ran like a super long extension cord, got an adapter. It was a mess. So I took them off. So I was gonna put them up last night, but there was just a windstorm in Sacramento yesterday, so that was just like not gonna happen. So now I still haven't done it yet, and here it is, Christmas week 2, and I haven't haven't put them up yet. Yeah. So I gotta get on that. Probably today.
At this point,
maybe today.
At this point, you probably just bang it out next year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the 5th of December, Dean. You put them up now, you just gotta take them down again in another 20 days.
No, you just let those ride till like February.
Oh hell yeah!
You just leave them up. Yeah. So my neighbor next door, this guy, real character, he has this Winnebago on top of his truck.
What's his name?
Peyton.
No, Peyton.
Yeah, his name's Peyton, and he put his lights around his car in his driveway.
Now he doesn't plan on moving it.
No, he doesn't. And I feel like every month he accumulates a new yard decoration, which is sometimes a automobile or a boat. Just envision it. Oh, it's awesome.
Let's see. It's a nice mug. It's green in color. Let's describe it.
I describe it as like if you were to see like a porridge pot.
Oh, like yeah.
A green porridge pot over a roasted fire.
Nice Caffeine and Kilos logo on there.
Yep, it's green.
Yeah. Show the people.
Yeah, check it out.
There it is.
Get a zoom on that. There it is.
There it is. You said it. So yeah. So I think with the holiday blend, we're actually selling that and the mugs together, right? Not sold separately.
Yes, and I believe it's going to be for $28.
Yeah.
For the pack.
Is it?
I believe. I have to check it again. Yeah.
We'll check it out. Well, there you go. So hey, Gas Station Cappuccino. Thanks for tuning in. Caffeine and Kilos. Dean, Danny.
Signing off.
Signing off.
See you guys.
All right.